right, there we go. We are recording Basement Tapes, episode number 68, 1956. We are still there. We are stuck in 1956, forevers and evers. Tops, spitting out product after product for the kids. We had airplanes. We had Cowboys and Indians. We had football. We had baseball. We talked about the jets and the helicopters, right? Now we got U.S. presidents, and we are again trying to appeal to all masses, even the poli sci fans out there. Amongst us, these were the ones that ran for class president and dressed well during not only during school picture day, but throughout the year. Like they were consistently running for office. U.S. presidents, I have some of these, and these are not dissimilar than the 1952 U.S. presidents. This is 1956 set. I have 15 of these, and we can only guess that the outlier in the bunch I have is Eisenhower, and it's 1956, so this is probably his first appearance in a Topps presidential set. Of course, 52 he was running for office, and 56 he was in office and running for office as well, but he was a U.S. president. Let's go to LPG. 36 of these cards, $4.03, average value $145, total value complete set of 36. That's right, 36 presidents at that point. $100 to $200. Set information by Beckett OPG. If you're ready to write this down, it simply says produced by Topps. Let's go to TCDB, the R714-23 set. 36 cards, 2.5 by 3 and 13th, 16th inches. So that's bigger than 3 and 5/8. It's big. Anyway, of course, George Washington takes command. Declaration of Independence leads us off, all that fun stuff. But we get the burning of the White House. We got all sorts of stuff going on there. Not only presidents, I guess, but we have situations that require individual cards to be made of them. Let's look at the packaging. Red, white, and blue Mount Rushmore on the 5-cent pack. Defenders of Freedom, U.S. presidents, bubble gum. So you're getting your patriotism, you're getting your picture card, and you're getting your bubble gum. Of course, 1 for 1, meaning 1 card for 1 cent in some of them. And there's the Capitol building. The 5-cent wrappers, again, with Mount Rushmore, you're probably getting 5, 6, 7, 8, perhaps cards in one shot. That's a lot of presidents, but if you're going to knock this set out, a couple packs ought to do you, I would think. Let's get to the gallery, shall we? So we could see George Washington taking command there in the woods. Boy, what a sad day for America. Declaration of Independence that was signed in Philadelphia, PA. I think Geddy Lee from Rush is in there, if I'm looking at that right. Or maybe that's, I don't know who that is. Anyway, George Washington, his solo card pops up as card number 3. And the backs of these cards are fancy. For some reason, there's a shield there. It almost looks like a police badge, but I'm sure that has some sort of significance to the federal government. Nice little banner at the bottom says U.S. presidents. We'll pick somebody to read about here. And perhaps, wow, look at Andrew Jackson's hair. That's what's called a Karen cut these days. So Andrew Jackson, the original Karen, first president, Irish president, of course, I've said that before. Let's read about Dwight D. Eisenhower. Dwight D. Eisenhower has what looks like to me Richie Ashburn coming up behind him with an M1 Garand rifle, storming the beaches, most likely Omaha, Utah Beach. Was not Gold or Juno because those were Canadian and or Gold, Sword, and Juno were Allied beaches, not the American beaches. Anyway, airplanes, bombs bursting in air, ships set afire, and all this going on behind Dwight D. Eisenhower in a nice summer gray, light gray, probably a seersucker jacket. Dwight D. Eisenhower with a banner and a presidential flag-ish or emblem there with an eagle and a shield and all sorts of patriotism. Look at us. Card number 36, Dwight D. Eisenhower, 34th president, 1953 to We don't know yet because, of course, he would be sworn out. I've been sworn off, but he was sworn out in 1961. A construction engineer's son, born at Denison, Texas, October 14th, 1890. When he was 2, the family moved to their former home in Abilene, Kansas. Ike graduated from West Point in 1925, helped General MacArthur build up Philippine defenses, learned to fly at this time, got pilot's license at 47, took command of U.S. troops in Europe, June 1942, planned North African campaign, commander of Western Front invasion forces, directed D-Day's storming of Normandy beachheads, made 5-star general, received Nazi surrender, later served as U.S. Chief of Staff, president of Columbia University, leader in building up Western Europe defenses, elected 34th president. So there's Dwight D. Eisenhower, current president, if you're collecting this set in real time. So, yeah, that's the 1956 top U.S. presidents. I guess this doesn't look like the 52 one now that I think of it. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll have to compare them, but I know there is a later on set, a 72 set that looks eerily like all of these. So the R714-23, 1956 top U.S. presidents. Of course, the size is a little different, 2.5 by 3 and 13/16 inches. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon.